What is your go-to podcast to improve your English? Today's expression is go-to. So in my case, my go-to podcast to improve my English is called the Relatable Voice podcast by Lucia Matuonto from Brazil. She is an excellent interviewer who interviews mainly authors, and they talk in a very friendly way as if they knew each other. And it's really great because Lucia covers different topics from everyday life, and also we get to know the author better and also a little bit about the book that the author is writing. And the reason why I find this an excellent podcast to learn English is because the expressions that are used are very formal, and indeed you find them when you converse in a natural way. And what is your go-to podcast to improve your English? Tell me and send me an email to myfluentpodcast@gmail.com.
And what is your go-to healthy snack?
Oh, Ed, I always reach for Greek yogurt. Not only is there calcium for my bones, but there's twice as much protein for my muscles.
Oh, cool. Hey, guys, be sure to catch Rebecca and Chef Rob in action.
What is your go-to podcast to learn Spanish, Daniel?
So my go-to podcast to learn Spanish is Español con Juan.
Hola chicos, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Bienvenidos a Español con Juan. Ya sabéis que este es un podcast en español para aprender español. Yo soy Juan, soy el creador de Español con Juan.
What is your go-to language learning method, Daniel?
What I really like is I interview other learners. I record it, of course, with the consent of the interviewee. And after that, I pick up some expressions that I didn't know before, and I learn them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, of course, man, Peter. For example, my go-to, this expression came from an interview that I conducted with Vince from the Philippines. And I published it on episode 111 on my other show called My Fluent Podcast. But see for yourself and take a listen.
One thing that I was dabbling on before was SRS, Space Repetition Software, but I kind of dropped it.
Do you use Anki?
Yeah, I used to use Anki. That was my go-to, but then it's been years since I've been doing it, so I just gave up on it. And I probably should go back to it because I know that it helped me when I was a student. After a while, I lost love. I had too many cards to review because it was I also did not want to restart it. Restarting it, you just lose every single one. But yeah, we should get back to it because that's how I learned hiragana and katakana at one point. And kanji was, man, as you may know, kanji characters, you have to learn close to more than 2,500 characters in order for you to be literate in Japanese, in written Japanese. But yeah, SRS would be something, but then I really can't recommend it because I'm no longer doing it. So
that is Vincent from the Philippines, which I interviewed on episode 111. So you won't believe me, but actually one of my go-to apps to remember vocabulary is actually Anki, which was mentioned in the audio clip with Vincent. It's an excellent way because you can revise your words daily and you can store all your words there, and yeah, it's just an excellent way.
What is your go-to cure for writer's block?
Write it as an email to a friend.
Now I am curious, Daniel. What is your go-to cure for podcasters' block?
Thank you, Peter, for this question. This is actually a good way to wrap things up, to end this episode. So when I am having a podcaster's block, what I do is I just stop and then I listen to various podcasts so that I get inspired by others. And then I try to find some new ideas and implement them into my show, right? So thanks for listening, guys. This was the Vocab Man. Bye.
Okay, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel, but I have to say that this was a strange episode of the Vocab Man. Peter out.